Hi guys and welcome back. It is the week starting the 14th of January. Um, it's still Sunday. The market's not open yet. It's about another hour and 10 minutes before the market opens. So I'm just going to do a quick rundown, quick analysis of what we're going to be expecting this week on the pairs that we watch, or the pairs that I personally watch, and we'll see where we fare. But we'll start with the Euro USD, and as always, what I've done is I've started with a fresh chart, and I'm going to keep reinforcing the same idea to get you used to seeing what we see. So as we said, with the Euro USD, we can see that we had a low that was violated and a low that was violated. Okay, so consolidation, consolidation, consolidation. Price drops lower, clears the swing low, clears the swing low, reverses, higher low, nice grind higher, and then we'll start picking off the highs. Here, one here, one here, one here, okay, and one here. So you can see as we're going up, we're clearing highs, clearing highs, clearing highs, clearing highs, and then this high over here. Nice, decent move away from this high. So the last high that it cleared, it had a good movement away from it. Remember, each one of these candles is a weekly candle, right? So it's a good, good almost 400 pips away from that price level. Then we came back, nice controlled move down, okay, and steadied off in this area, which we have been, pointing out for the last couple of weeks. We had a nice push back higher, okay, we broke that swing high, and then this push here broke this swing high, and it was at this point last week and the week before where I was mentioning on these two candles where I was mentioning that I was expecting a run on equal highs. Right now, when I zoom down onto the daily, this is going to be a little bit clearer, but we're just mapping it out here. Okay, so at the time when I did the recording, we had equal highs up here. All right, the previous recordings we had equal highs up here, and you can see that we've had a really nice push straight through that. All right, so let's drop down to a daily. All right, and just zoom out ever so slightly. Okay, so we can see we go all the way back here. Look, these are the previous highs up here. There's like kind of a stair stepping down, and these are the lows. I'll come back a little bit more. Look, you can see that these were the lows on the weekly. Okay, so they were taken here, high low, grind higher, high low, high low, high low. We've been picking off these highs as we've been going. Okay, we had a nice pullback into support, nice push higher, broke another swing high, and then at the time we were here basically, and I was saying that on this bar it's a nice controlled move lower, not some not some reversal that was going to continue going low. I was expecting, and we were expecting prices to be running straight through this, and as you can see, we had a nice pullback and then an explosive move higher. So what does that mean for us right now? What can we expect going forward? Now, if we go back to the weekly, okay, and let me just do this so it makes, there we go. If we go back to the weekly, the next point of price action where price action has moved around in one area, okay, meaning you can see that here we've just been going down, all right, and then this area here, price stayed within a sort of like a small consolidation. The next one is here, all right. This is not just one move down or one move higher. This is an up move, a down move, up, down, and it stayed in this area. So what we're going to do is we're going to mark this off, all right. And the reason that we're doing this is because this area, all right. So this small area here, the reason that I'm marking this off is because think about what price is actually doing. Price is working this area. Okay, it's staying here for a reason. Now we can say, well, price was staying there because it was the banks were facilitating price at that level, right? For big companies like the blue chips to take advantage of those prices, or we can say that price was at that level because the big bankers were accumulating shorts. And that's why it stayed there for a while, so they could accumulate, and then drop price, so then get the price that they want, and so on and so. There's many different ways, but what we like to focus on is, and there's a bunch of stuff that I can't say because it's proprietary, but there is some stuff that I can say. And for us, the reason that we like to mark off these levels is because it's an area where price has a support and resistance of its own. Okay, it creates a high and a low, and within that high and low, it bounces back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Okay, so it stands to reason that when it finally gets back to that area, if and when it does, it will potentially react again. And again, remember, we're not anticipating price to hit there, so we're just going to go and go long. That's not what we do. We wait, we see the storyline, then we jump in. Okay, and we want to see everything line up as best we can, and all the odds in our favour, before we commit money to the market, and then obviously the signals. So pay attention, pay attention to this area here. What I'll do is I'll just mark off. There we go. Quick. I'll just make this rough, guys. We'll go over the top, but these are the rough price points that we're looking at roughly. Sort of 122.50ish. 124.20 and 125.80. Okay, so we drop back down to a daily, and these are the price levels that we're expecting. Now you can see kind of a consolidation, little dip here, back up. So top point, low point. We've had a nice breakout, and this is not, it didn't just go and then come back in. It stayed there. It's a nice solid bar. So we may, depending on how we open on Sunday, what I would expect to see is either two things: a continued run higher. Okay, so the market opens and then it just rips higher. Okay, and then or not necessarily rips, because I've got a funny feeling that Euro USD is going to grind higher from here into this price level, into these price levels. But I want to see it first. And one of two things can happen, because remember, yes, we're bullish, but if price grinds into this area and creates a high of the week, then we may very well be able to take a 30 to 60 pip move lower. Okay, so we'll see how we fare. But for now, still bullish on Euro USD. Obviously, good move. We'll see how it fares up in this area. If it pulls back first, then if it pulls back before it gets anywhere near these price levels, then it's a buy for me personally. And obviously, we'll take it as it comes, and put any subsequent signals out as and when they form. But if it continues to grind higher, from where we are, we'll watch price action, see how it fares, see if we create a high of the week, and then we could potentially be taking a short-term reversal play, for sort of 30 to 60 pips. But we'll see how we pan out. So that's where we are with the Euro USD. The CAD. Mark off some levels on the CAD. So we had a previous high here that's been kind of breached, back into, breached again, back into, breached again, back into, and then a drop. Okay, so this is a key level here. All right. Stall here. Okay, so small price action stall there. Let's have a look. Kind of mark off this little area here as well. You can see that price went through that. It's a little bit hard to see because we've got the delineate. Let me just take these off and you'll see what I mean. So price went through this and then it's sort of rejected and come back down. So it's a tricky one. This is USD CAD is a tricky one because it's actually stuck between a support and resistance level. Okay, this price level right here. Okay, if we think of it like this, look, you have the upper portion of price action, the lower portion of price action, and this is kind of the sticking point. But in between here and the low, there is price action that comes down and price action that goes back up. We also have a higher low when the when the dollar index was actually going lower aggressively, right? So USD CAD shouldn't have been doing that. USD CAD should have been ripping lower alongside the dollar, and it didn't. It actually showed some relative strength. So I'm going to be a little bit cautious on the USD CAD coming into this week. I want to see some price action unfold first. There may or may not be a trade on this, but we'll see. But for now, showing relative strength, so I want to kind of see how it fares. The Aussie dollar, nice grind higher. We've been grinding higher for weeks now, and we've just cleared this high. So prices literally come from all the way down here, strong week, strong week, strong week, strong week, strong week, and this is a very strong week actually. But look what happened. Yeah, we had a good strong week, good strong week. Let me take the here just so you can see. Strong week, strong week, strong week, strong week, strong week. But look what happened here. Price open came all the way down, and then punched higher and took out this. And the dollar index at the time, okay, has been aggressively going lower. So in theory, this should have been a little bit higher than it is. Based on ratios, it should be like Aussie dollar should be a little bit higher than it actually is, but it's not. So again, we're in an area right now where I don't really want to be. It's very easy to say, well, it's just been going higher for 5 weeks. So I'm just going to short it now because that's just the way it is, and it can't just keep going. It can, and it's very possible that it will. So just we're gonna kind of ease off on Aussie dollar, see how we fare. Want to see something first, okay? So far, it's going to be my focus on the week is going to be for the Euro USD. That's what I'm going to be looking at, but we'll see. We'll see how we fare. And then the Euro GBP, again, we did put a signal out on this last week. I was expecting this to come out of its range. Drop down to the daily. I was expecting this to come out of its range, to be honest, and continue going lower and take out some of these stops down here, but it never did. It's just continuing to go sideways. You can see it better on the weekly. It's just continuing to go sideways. So I'm gonna hold off on the Euro GBP until I actually see some aggressive move outside of this consolidation area. I'll show you now. Look, I don't really want to be doing anything with this right now. It really needs to come out of this top end or bottom end, to be honest. Because think about it, realistically, based on Euro moving the way that it was moving and the pound moving the way that it's moving, this pair should actually be lower, because the pound USD has had a really good strong run, and the pound currency across the board has actually been pretty strong. So we should have seen some movement in Euro GBP, but for whatever reason it's been held in consolidation. So we'll leave it and we'll just wait. There's no rush. We'll just wait, see what happens. We've got the whole year, guys. It's January, so we'll wait, see what happens, and when we get some favourable price action, we know we can deduce what's going on, and then we'll put something out if necessary. All right. So in the meantime, we're going to be looking at the Euro USD going into this week. These are the price levels that I'm going to be watching. I'm expecting a move higher first. There may be a small reversal that that I can take on this, but for now, potential move higher right off the gate or right out the gate. If not, and we get some decent pullback, we'll see how we fare. But then we can take a long sort of in this area. So the two scenarios really is just straight up. And maybe we can capture a small price move in here, 30 to 60 pips, or we get this, something to the effect of anyway, and then we get grind higher. So one of those two scenarios is what we're looking for, and then we'll see what happens as the week unfolds. All right, guys, but probably Tuesday or Wednesday. I'm thinking a Tuesday trade, to be honest. For other reasons, there's all the factors that I'm thinking about, but for now, we'll see how Sunday and Monday kind of unfold, and then we take it from there. All right, guys. So good luck with the trading this week, and we will speak to you very soon.